Hey, what's going on, everybody? I recently picked up some of these 1988 O-Pee-Chee baseball cards, so I thought I'd go ahead and pop some of these on the channel today. Take a look and see what we can pull out of here. For any of you that don't know O-Pee-Chee, that is the Canadian version of Topps for the most part. The card designs for the years are almost always the same. With the exception of you don't see Topps, it'll say O-Pee-Chee, and then you usually find a little bit of French on the packages and on the cards themselves. This is the back of the pack there. Pretty standard stuff. The 1988 O-Pee-Chee cards did have something slightly different in them than the American version, and that was a rookie card of Delino DeShields that was not available in the U.S. release in 1988. It was a draft picks card because Delino played for the Expos. They also had one for the Blue Jays, but I'm not going to pretend to know who that particular player was. And then here's the back of the card. Also, another difference between Topps and O-Pee-Chee was the fact that the O-Pee-Chee cards had a nicer card stock, more akin to the Topps traded design, versus the browner card stock of the American release. Toss that over there. All right. As you can see the O-Pee-Chee logo at the bottom there. And they did this for a number of years. I believe perhaps 92 was the last year you can find an O-Pee-Chee card before they became a separate brand with a separate design. Rich Gossage. They go back to the 70s, as late as at least 78, I think earlier than that still, but I've got a couple old 78 O-Pee-Chees. I know they go back at least that far. And a lot of these you'll also find with the now with blurb on the cards. There's a nice Dave Stewart, Eddie, Ray Quinones. Oh, there we go. Got the Bo Jackson. Got just a touch of the wax on the back, but that's still a nice card. Never had that, so that'll be a nice addition to the collection. Okay. There's another one for the PC, Kevin Mitchell. Mike Stanley. Greg Swindell. Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. And Bob Dernier, now with the Cubs. Or with the Phillies, excuse me. No longer with the Cubs. Nice Cecil Fielder right there. I know some of you watching these videos, finding these cards that I enjoy the most. You probably think I'm insane. Guys like Cecil Fielder or Kevin Mitchell, for instance. Now, these are all players I collected back when I was a younger man. Well, Kevin Mitchell was a big deal back in the day. Not so much now. He burned out kind of quick, but I still have a Kevin Mitchell collection, Gary Carter Hall of Famer. My PC contains a lot of people that some folks might consider odd. I have dozens of Kevin Moss cards. We know how the Kevin Moss experiment worked out. Dan Quisenberry. Nice George Brett right there. Chris James. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Excellent. And a Buddy Bell. So right now we are just hunting for... There's some Wallace Johnson. Got a little gum residue on there. That'll probably come off with a pantyhose. Use a nice nylon to get the wax and gum residue off your cards. It works pretty well. Better than a butter knife. And tossing these wrappers aside. Ollie Joyner, Ken Schramm, Russell, Deere, George, St. Clair, and a Kelly Gruber in that pack. Perez, Gibson, Dick Schofield. He's a local ball player from my hometown. We can't get anywhere without a Fred McGriff in the pack. Seems like everything you open, Fred McGriff is there. Okay. Nice Vince Coleman there. Key, Ken Howell, Kevin Bass, Mike Witt, Craig Reynolds, and a Hall of Famer, Jack Morris, on the back of the pack there. So he'll have a little wax on his back. Okay. Yeah, Glenn Hubbard, Gura, Kirko, nice Todd Worrell right there, Mike Fitzgerald, Mike Dunn, and Hall of Famer Robin Yount. I don't know what it is. Apparently in Canada they figure all the guys that are going to end up in the Hall of Fame should also end up with a wax stain on the back. We're going to have to work on that one also. Okay, next pack we have George Bell, Larry Sheets, Hubie Brooks, Eric Davis. He was a big deal back in the day. Ooh, there's a nice Nolan Ryan right there. Very nice card. Corners look good. I like that. That's a PC card right there. Rick Rhoden and Dave Valley. Well, I see they did it again. We got another Hall of Famer with a wax stain on the back here. Pedro Guerrero, Darrell Evans, Gary Redis, Tim Raines. That's a nice Hall of Famer there. Gene Garber, and poor old Ozzie Smith. And you can see he's got a little residue there. Well, at least this one's not a Hall of Famer, but it's still one I wish didn't have wax on the back. Let's see here. Bobby Bowe, Neil Heaton, and Jose Canseco this time with the residue. If Bonds and McGuire make it in the Hall, one day I feel that Canseco could and should also make it to the Hall. You can put Ty Cobb in there, put the other guys in there, you know. They did contribute to the sport. Foley, Donnie Moore, and Kevin Gross. Nothing exciting in that pack. I guess unless you're a Phillies fan. Okay, off the top we got Paul Molitor, Ron Oster, Tim Gerhart, Frank White, Carlton Fisk, a little off-centered, but still a nice card. Willie Randolph, and the wax stain is on Barry Larkin, who's also in the Hall of Fame. Well, we're still waiting to see one of these draft pick cards. We haven't pulled any of these yet. Jerry Brown, got Bob Brower, Lynn Tolleson, Gary Matthews, Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer, Bob Melvin, and Albert Hall rounds out that pack. Oh, I see one now. Dale Murphy, Floyd Bannister with the Royals, Doug Drabeck, Mark McLemore, Chet Lemon, Kurt Young, and this is the draft pick card for the Blue Jays, Alex Sanchez. He was also a few years off from having a Topps rookie card, but that's one of the ones we were looking for. I would prefer the Delino, but we'll take Alex Sanchez for now. Let's see what else we pop in here. Got a Jim Gantner, Mark Langston, Joe Johnson, Jose Guzman, Bill Wegman, Bob McClure, and Juan Beniquez. Okay. 4 packs left. This is a half box. 18 packs. We're looking for the Delino DeShields draft pick card. Kirk Gibson, Jay Howell, Jim Wynn, Shane Rowley, Donnie Baseball. Card's looking sharp. Very nice. And Kelly Downs. 3 packs left. Still searching. A little mojo these last 3 packs here. See if we can get that Delino DeShields. Wade Boggs, that's a nice one. Mel Hall. Alan Ashby. Terry Kennedy. Jack Morris. Good looking card right there. Tom Candiotti. And Jack Howell rounds out that pack. Okay, we have an Eric King. Give him a little rub down later. Jesse Barfield. Nice Greg Maddux. Second year card for the Hall of Famer there. Dave Smith. Scott Fletcher. Rob Ducey. And Jack Clark got the wax stain on that one. It's our last pack. Let's see if we can find Delino DeShields. Gary Templeton, Reed Nichols, Gary Pettis, Whitson, Bill Long, John Kruk with the Padres, and our last card is Pedro Guerrero. So in that 18 packs, we did not get the Delino DeShields rookie card, but we did pull the Alex Sanchez for what that's worth. All in all, I like that product. It's nice to have some stuff I didn't have as a kid. So that was pretty cool. We'll go through, pull out a few cards for the PC. The rest of this stuff, I think we'll just have her available for trade if anybody wants any. Just shoot me an email at the address in the description. That's all for now. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.